Hello and welcome to another circular Gallifreyan transcription explanation video. I will be discussing this design, which is one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite doctors, and it uses this key, which is Sherman's version of Gallifreyan, and there are various lines and dots that can modify various stems to make consonants, and then vowels hang out as smaller circles. A's are like outside our word circle. And this is like an A by itself. This is like a BA, because it's this stem with an A. J, A, T, A, T, H, A, so on and so forth. E's, I's, and U's are all in the same position, except I's and U's have lines. I's lines going towards the middle, U's lines going towards the outside. And O's are like opposite A's because they're like inside our word circle instead of outside our word circle. Anyway, so yeah, that. Let's go ahead and look at our design. You read bottom counterclockwise or default to left to right if you get lost, and just kind of follow the flow of the design. So here's the bottommost thing. This is our bottom phrase circle, and you would read this word first. So this is the first word. Here's the bottom of it. Here's the first letter. It is an A. Here's the next letter. It is an L because it has 1, 2, 3 dots on a circle inside the circle. This is a W because it's on a 50% or less completed circle, so like this stem, and it has 1, 2 lines on it. So it's a W. Here's our next letter. It's another A, just like this A. Here's a Y because it has 1, 2 dots on it. Yeah, lines pass through it, but lines that pass through things don't count. They only count if they end on it. So this is a Y. And here's our last letter of this word. It has 1, 2, 3 lines on it, so it is an S. And lines, they can go, either direction from the stem. As long as they end on it, they count. Okay, always. Continuing around our word circle, a sentence circle. Here's our next word. This has stacked stems. So if you have 2 letters with the same stem in a row, you can stack them. And you would read thin to thick. So this is the thin one. It is a T because even though there's dots all around here, this dot is actually on this stem, like it's actually touching, and this dot is actually on this stem, it's touching there. So this is a T because it's got nothing on it. This is an R because it's got 3 dots closest to it, 1, 2, 3 dots here, R. And then this is a Y because it's got 2 dots on it, just like this Y. So our dots can be very different sizes, it's fine. Alright, try. This is the word to because it just has this one stem and it has no modifiers on it other than, this O. Now, the difference between vowels, which kind of look like dots, and dots is that vowels are never filled in completely. So yeah, this is a thick line on my O, but it's not filled in completely. It's got that little erased spot in the middle. So it is an O on the T stem. So it's like this. To. This is the word be. Here's the B with nothing on it, like the letter B. And this is the E. It's all by itself on the word circle. And here's the last word. Here's the bottom of the word circle. And here's the first letter. Even though it has a line passing through here, here, and again here, this is the only line that ends on it, so it's only got one line counting, so it's an N. And here is a little circle, so it's a vowel. It's got a line going inwards, so towards the middle of our word circle. So it is an I, okay, N-I. Continuing around. Here is our next stem, and on it there's 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. That's an S, and then here's the E. So it's on our word circle. So nice. And this is a comma. It's on our phrase circle, so yeah. This is punctuation mark, and it's comma because it's a filled-in circle. So always try to be nice. And here's our next little word. That's a whole phrase I put kind of by itself. Here's the bottom of it going counterclockwise. This is a B. This is a U, line going outwards. This is a T, because B, T. So but. Here's the bottom of our next phrase. Here's our first word. Here's our first letter. N, 1 line. E, centralized. V, even though this passes through it, it doesn't count. Only this one counts. V, E, and then 1, 2, 3 dots on the R. Yeah, this dot is closer here than here, but this already has a line on it, and nothing has both lines and dots. And besides, these 3 dots follow this stem, and it's way closer to this stem than anything that could have in any dots, because these both have lines. Anyway, never. Here's the next word. Here's the bottom of it. Yes, this is in line, but it's closest to like the 7 or 8 o'clock position of this circle. So it would actually be read last, and pretending it's like in this position of the circle, because bottom counterclockwise, you hit this first. So 1, 2, 3 lines on a more than 50% completed circle is an F. Here's the A, which is slightly closer here, plus it matches the thickness of this word, which visually makes it seem more connected here than here. So FA. Here's the I. So little circle with 1 line going towards the middle. I, and then here's the L. 1, 2, 3 dots. So fail. Here's another 2. T-O, just like this T-O. Except the O is a little bit, thinner bordered, because I wanted to have this line still be visible going through it. And here's the B. B, E. Again, line going through it. And I center, so this E, as opposed to this E, just put it inside the stem instead of outside the stem. So it's like, here's an E by itself, here's a B, E. So B, and then here's our last word, bottom. This is our first letter, 1, 2 dots. So it's a K. There's an I, line going towards the middle, just like this one. Here's an N, 1 line on it, just like this one has 1 line on it. And then here's an omega with 1, 2, 3 dots, making it a D. So K-I-N-D, kind, period. Oh, and I forgot to explain why this is N-I-S-E instead of C-E. Yeah, there's a C in the alphabet, except this is a super secret illegal C. It's used only for like acronyms or stuff, or things that you can't replace phonetically. So in Circular Gallifreyan, if the C goes like in nice, you would use an S, and if it goes K, like in cat, you would use a K, and if it goes ch, like in chocolate, you would use a CH. Yeah, so you'd spell circles, S-I-R-K-L-E-S, which is why I am called Circle Studio. Anyway, so yeah, that's this design. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind, period.